Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Fame. And on these rosters doors, some interesting young and upcoming talent. Scary to think, isn't it, how good they might actually be?
Young talent means, Kevin, they have to grow. And the way you grow is playing big-time games against other talented players. So what a great opportunity on both sides against quality competition to see exactly where you're at. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Thomas is out there with Russell. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. Count it.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
That one goes. Count it.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Claxton, a screen on Fox. Russell passes to Thomas. To the inside. It's tipped and stolen by Wembanyama. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. And it's Fox with the jam.
And this is what you want on both ends, to win the battle of effort.
And that's exactly what you can control, right? Your desire, your hustle, your will to succeed.
And it's Russell missing. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Offensive rebound. Tries again. Fox, no good. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. And then Thomas with the jam.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agree, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space. Fox finds Barnes. Wembanyama sets a screen for Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Russell from long range. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
And how about the mid-range shooting of Fox? Definitely capable of sinking those shots with consistency.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And for De'Aaron Fox, his 3-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous offensively. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Nets trail by 4. And here's Russell. Wembanyama with the rebound.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Here's Castle. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
In catch-and-shoot situations, you've got to be balanced and in control. Mr. Russell, well done.
Here's Barnes. It's Vassell on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Castle. It's hauled in by Claxton. Nets trail by 4. Williams from outside. They get the rebound. Here's Johnson. Good D by Barnes. The Spurs have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame.
Yeah, not just a finisher now. Barnes always willing to make the extra pass.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Nets. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good. Aaron Sharp, he's jacked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Thomas. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And not too long ago, Doris, there were such high hopes for the Nets' future.
I mean, think about it, Kevin. A few years back, people were talking about Brooklyn being a dynasty in the making. They were loaded with talent. And for a lot of reasons, it fell apart pretty quickly. How fine is that line between success and failure in the league? Incredible.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Nets trail by 7. Outside, Russell kicks it out to Johnson. A three-pointer off the mark. For San Antonio, they've gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Back to Johnson. Launches it. The shot will not fall. Brooklyn's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Johnson for 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. Johnson's got 5 now.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Ball looking over the floor. There's 38 seconds left in the first. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Nets trail by 4. Pass to Johnson. And it's Russell in the corner. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable.
Here's Champagnie. Inside. Here's Paul. Lays it up off the glass.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Johnson kicks to Johnson. Over Zohan. Again, the Nets for 2.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Spurs lead by 1. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Johnson is out there with Sharp. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Russell. And it's Wilson in at the small forward position. Here's Zohan. The rebound by Sharp. Brooklyn's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Johnson for three. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Paul passes to Johnson. Back to Paul. Takes the three. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Paul's got 5 now.
Look at Chris Paul getting aggressive. He's not going to let that three go unanswered. He's too competitive for that.
Johnson. Here's Sharp. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
San Antonio making a switch here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Spurs making a switch here. Bassey's checked in. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. Can't get that break. Can't take any plays off. His speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with. No question. EA thanks. Pass to Sohan. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. Lets the three fly. Rebound by Sohan. Spurs have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Paul. Johnson with the block. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Sharp, that's good. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Johnson can't hit.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Here's Paul. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Chris Paul not only has a great handle, but man, his footwork is so good.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
That's him. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Johnson finds Johnson. Over Sohan. Another miss by Johnson.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Johnson outside. To the paint. Kicks it out to Paul. Lets it go from deep. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Well, to me, Chris Paul has a confidence that rubs off on his teammates. He can change the game with his attitude. He's cooking right now.
And the basket by Johnson.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Williams, he's checked in for the Nets. Pass to Castle. Barnes with it. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Paul missing. Now, here's Johnson. He's guarded closely. Here's Russell. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Paul outside. Floats it up for Wembanyama. That shot off.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Down low, here's Barnes. The rebound by the Nets. 1:25 left in the first half. Johnson finds Russell. They grab their own miss.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Nets shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And that one falls for Williams.
Zaire Williams. 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Williams.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Here's Castle. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Wembanyama outside. Shot to stop the run. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Russell with a wide open look. And the Nets, another 3.
Well, tremendous job on the pull-up jumper, right? D'Angelo Russell taking advantage of what the defense gives him.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for San Antonio. Spurs trail by 7. Here's Castle. No good with the triple.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Here's Wembanyama for 3. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Johnson kicks to Russell. Fires it up. Kicks it out to Johnson from downtown. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Brooklyn ahead, leading by 7. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Run screen. They're thinking about the shot. Oh, so close, so close. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. Fox is out there with Castle. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Now, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And that one's good, Barnes.
With that deep stroke, I like Barnes' ability to switch between the 3 and 4 spots. 2 distinct things in terms of spacing on the floor and the requirements of the jobs.
2 points, that one goes. 15 points for Johnson.
D'Angelo Russell.
Second half rolling along now, about a minute play here. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Spurs trail by 6. Now, here's Fox. 8 points for him. Pass to Wembanyama. Shot clock at 6. Over Claxton. A shot by Wembanyama, no good. Brooklyn leading by 6. It's Thomas on the wing. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Thomas got 5 points so far.
I love the efficiency he's playing with tonight. Not scoring as much as usual, but he's been effective and they're winning.
And the rejection by Claxton. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Wembanyama against Claxton. Wembanyama, a screen on Thomas. Castle misses. Nets have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Johnson for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Johnson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Brooklyn with the ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Russell looking it over. Johnson outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Nets shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. The Nets making a switch here. Clowney's checked in.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. DA, thanks. So it's the Spurs now. It's a 14-point game. Vassell, no good. Russell against Fox. And Thomas has it in the corner. And stolen by Barnes. To the middle. Here's Castle. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Nets.
Claxton, no good. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Vassell. Six to shoot. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Well, not shy about bringing it inside. Vassell is comfortable around the hoop.
Russell against Fox. Here's Clowney. The 3 from Johnson. Barnes grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Vassell. And a change for the Nets. Johnson's checked in. Here's Fox. Drops one in from the wing. That's 10 points for De'Aaron Fox.
And that quick shot by Fox is something you know he has worked on religiously. Nice finish.
Sohan, the pass to Fox. Nobody near Barnes. No good from outside. Brooklyn leading by 8. Here's Clowney. No good on the 3. Spurs have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Here's Castle. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Johnson right side. And again, no good by Brooklyn. On offense, here are the Spurs. Good momentum, 8 straight points.
And that's the thing about Barnes. He doesn't always look like he's moving fast, but very few guys seem to catch him.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Ball against Johnson. And Paul pulls it down. San Antonio with the ball. They've scored 10 straight. Down low. Right block shot. And the rejection by Claxton. From deep, Thomas gets the three-pointer to fall. Thomas got 6 points in the quarter.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Here's Paul outside for Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama spacing the floor.
Zero hesitation from Wemby. Coming into the league, just trusting his jump shot.
Here's Johnson. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Spurs have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
20 seconds left to play in the third. On target from 13 feet. And now just a 1-point Brooklyn lead.
Well, that's about Chris Paul getting to his spot and making the defense pay. This guy is lethal with his mid-range game.
Johnson, good.
Johnson for 3.
And San Antonio has possession. Paul for 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And that's a crucial 3 there. They've cut it close going into the fourth. This is far from over.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Nets lead by 1. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with a pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Johnson is out there with Cam Thomas. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Williams. And it's Watford in at the 4 slot. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Johnson. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. During that last break, I heard Jordi Fernandez as he talked with his team. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the 3 is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. The 3. The rebound by Johnson. Spurs trail by 3. Here's Sohan. Over Claxton. A nice shot by Sohan.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Russell against Paul. And Russell gets it to go. And the Nets lead by 3.
I'll tell you, D'Angelo Russell has a tremendous game. This guy's superb at finding ways to capitalize.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Castle's checked in for San Antonio. Cameron Johnson's checked in for Brooklyn. It's Fox with the drive. And it's Fox with the jam.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Fox passes to Johnson, and it's Johnson with the jam.
Taking the gloves off. You like how Johnson attacks the rim once he's there.
Johnson outside. Over Johnson. Rebound by Sohan. San Antonio trailing here. Pass to Castle to take the lead. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Johnson surveying the floor. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. Claxton the pass to Johnson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Johnson's got 12 points in just the second half.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. The Spurs making a switch here. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Johnson against Barnes. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. Wembanyama. Great positioning on the putback.
Now, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
Here's Johnson. And good. He nails it. Johnson's got 27. And it's Fox with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Fox with the steal. And now let's send it over to David Aldridge for an update on Keon Johnson. David.
Hey, Kevin. I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Brooklyn. Oh, that is not what you want to see. And it sounds like it's a serious injury. This was a team that was struggling a bit, so losing him hurts extra. But they have to cope with the loss. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
And our hearts go out to him. The guy worked so hard. His teammates love him. Coaches love him. He's going to be missed.
Johnson against Fox. Johnson's shot is off. Spurs trail by 3. Here's Barnes. It's good.
Oh, that is absolutely monumental. And you have to admire the way Barnes carries himself right now. I love his poise.
Johnson outside. From past the arc. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 5 assists in the game.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Barnes with it. He's picked up by Russell. And it's Barnes slapping it down.
Yeah, it's just the giant wingspan, a 40-inch max vertical, all in play for Barnes that time.
Wasted no time on that one. Johnson's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
And just maybe the quickest player in the league, Fox can get to the bucket at will. Better bring some help when he's driving.
Johnson finds Claxton. And the rejection by Wembanyama. The wide open look here for Fox. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And no doubt Fox has a scorer's mentality. He is constantly in attack mode.
Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Russell. And yes, it's good. And that's 19 points for D'Angelo Russell.
Well, Russell is just absolutely fearless. He'll be the hero or the GOAT in that instance. Yes, sir, hero.
Here's Fox. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nets.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And the other thing, guys, credit their game plan. They've been getting the looks they want, and they are executing at a high level. Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
Pass to Castle. Fox with it. To take the lead. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. 46 seconds left in the game. San Antonio with the ball. 3-point lead. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn with the ball.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
Hams the three.
In huge moment, D'Angelo Russell comes through big time.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Fox against Russell. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. 5 on the clock. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We've got more in store for you. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Johnson is out there with D'Angelo Russell, and it's Williams at the 3.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
It's stolen. Here's Castle. Claxton covering. Vassell kicks to Fox. A three-pointer, no good. Brooklyn with the ball. Johnson with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Johnson, the pass to Williams. Back to Johnson. There's the triple. It's good from long range. Johnson's got the first points here in the overtime period for Brooklyn. Back from outside. Trains the three-pointer.
And a big play. 1 3-pointer right on the heels of another. And again, we're tied. And how about this crowd right now? They are bananas.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Overtime still getting started here. Just about a minute in. Johnson for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And Fox gets it to go.
Wow, Fox hitting him right back with that aggressive take.
Brooklyn's gone 2 for 2 on their three-point shots since we started overtime. Something they might want to stick with.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now. An exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
Here's Castle. He's guarded by Johnson. And the basket by Castle. Big time bucket there.
And guys, you don't have to tell these fans how important that shot was.
Johnson, that's for 2. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Fox deciding where to go with it. Rebounded by the Nets. Russell finds Johnson. Launches a 3. Vassell grabs the board.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Releases. And again, it's the Nets missing. Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Outside, Russell. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Long range from the inbound. Can't get the three to fall. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
On the free throw, no good.
You know, I don't believe in the word choke, but to come away empty right there is brutal. This game would have been over.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Russell no look, and that's an intentional foul.
D'Angelo Russell. Fifth personal foul. Third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And a tough.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball. And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy. And guys, at this point, he's probably better served to take a seat in Hugo. They've got no chance in this one.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
And so it's San Antonio with the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you had to work a little longer tonight, but you got the win. What does it mean to play like this in front of the...
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Brian Anderson, at the table with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. All right, let's check out the starting group for the Thunder. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. And for the Cavaliers, at the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Strus in at the small forward position. And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis. and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game coming at any defense that people throw at him.
It's Mitchell, the miss. Here's Oklahoma City now. It's a 5-point game. Here's Williams. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Allen with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Garland for three. Sinks the tray.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Gilgeous-Alexander up top. Guarded by Garland. He gets it in there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points.
He's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
Here's Mitchell. The shot won't fall. Good work defensively by Dort. Here's Williams. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mitchell with the ball. Hartenstein covering. Launches it. A nice shot by Mitchell.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
The Thunder have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Here's Dort. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by, Garland, the pass to Mitchell. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
What poise from Mitchell there. Taking the hit like a champ and finding a way to convert. Nice.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Thunder?
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
This past offseason, KC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Some heads-up ball there from Dort.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He wants to review the game plan. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Garland, the pass to Mitchell, takes a three. That's his 5th miss. Only made 2 shots in this one so far. Here's Williams. The rebound by Donovan Mitchell.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Holmgren. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts.
Mobley on a screen. Garland for 3. He can't get that one to fall.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, "We have each other's backs." That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt. Waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Mobley. Out to Garland. Three-pointer. Connects from downtown. Garland's got 6 points.
Garland right now really doing a nice job of staying in perpetual motion.
Williams passes to Holmgren. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw this game. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. So for Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dort. Now here's Caruso. Williams a screen on Garland. Caruso, the pass to Williams. Shoots from the right block. Off the window. It's good. Here's Garland. And here's Strus outside. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
This is something Mitchell is only getting better at. Finding ways to get his guys good shots.
Williams with the screen. The baseline J. Williams misses.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Driving inside, Mitchell uses his speed to get the better of the defense. They just can't keep up.
Now here's Wallace. Checked by Mitchell. Caruso, a screen on Mitchell. Got a piece of it. Wiggins passes to Caruso. Now here's Wiggins. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls for the Cavaliers. Hunter's checked in for Strus. And Jerome subbed in for Mitchell. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he's checked in for Williams. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. Trailing by 2. Here's Jerome. The rebound by Wiggins. For Oklahoma City, they've got 8 of 13 attempts to go. And he banks in the layup.
Assisted by Wallace.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Garland for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Wallace outside. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Over Garland. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And here are the Cavaliers now. From deep, Mitchell. That shot is off. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Thunder up 4. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for the Thunder guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. Williams is out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Cason Wallace. And it's Caruso in at the 3. Here's Caruso, and that one is stuffed right through.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising, in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defense is to disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
From deep, Mitchell. The rebound by Wiggins.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Oh, Mitchell with a triple.
Yeah, Mitchell putting on a clinic of his skills in this one. Take notes, kids.
Wiggins with a screen on Hunter. Caruso against Hunter. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tight defense on him. Williams misses.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And that misses. That would have put him up. against Caruso. Pass to Williams. Inside. And Williams punches it home.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's Allen. Out to Garland. Launches a three. Wallace pulls it in. Thunder with a lead. The three ball. Cavaliers with a rebound. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now. The three from Mitchell. The Thunder pull it in. On the wing, Caruso. Hunter covering. Wallace outside. He takes it in. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Garland, the pass to Mobley. That three's off the mark. Thunder leading by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. They get it back. Wiggins. The layup off target. Cleveland has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Tipped away. Mitchell, the pass to Garland. Now here's Mitchell. Watched by Wallace. And there's Mitchell on the assist by Garland. Mitchell's got 15 points. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. And we've got a timeout call by Mark Daigneault. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So Oklahoma City ends up going with a new group. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Williams. Here's Joe. Nails it from 3. Joe's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
He is such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
Mitchell, good.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
The shot by Dort, no good. The Cavs trailing. Garland, the pass to Mobley. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
That one goes. Count it. He's got 6.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Garland for 3. Cranes the triple.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021. And his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Brian, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie. And that one misses. Well, it's rare to see a young player as efficient as Jalen Williams, Brent.
BA, it's been remarkable, especially when you factor in that this guy is relied on for a lot of shooting. I mean, his shooting volume is very high. This is a blossoming star for this team, and I'm not sure we can put a ceiling on what that potential is.
Oklahoma City shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Okoro is checked in for Cleveland. And Williams drops them both. There's 57 seconds left to play in the half. Here's Jerome. No good on the triple. And Williams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. 6-point lead. They get it again. Driving to the basket and counted. Now 4 for 9. Oh.
Oh, I love the ferocity on the drive. Williams doesn't lack confidence tearing towards the rim.
Mitchell up top. Dort defending. The kick to Hunter. Pass to Jerome. Looking to end the run. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 5 rebounds in the game. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Oklahoma City shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
One of the things that I think opponents struggle with is Luguentz-Dort and his build. You rarely see the combination of a guy that might not be that tall, but has that kind of width and explosiveness athletically.
It's one thing to get outplayed, but when you're giving away possessions like this, it makes it even more tough.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Joe, the pass to Holmgren. Over Hunter. No good off the back of the rim. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Here's Jerome. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. More 2K action in just a moment. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Strus at small forward with Mobley next to him. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Allen in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Those kind of dunks get your team going, and Luguentz-Dort applying the pressure.
Out to Mobley. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. To the inside. Holmgren. Look at Chet using his size inside.
And I like how unselfish Dort was on that play, freely giving it away rather than trying to chase down something for himself.
This one for 3. And it's Donovan Mitchell with the 3. Mitchell's got 21.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot. Capitalize and continue to be aggressive.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Hunter's checked in for Mobley. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Garland, the pass to Allen. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's foul number 2 for him. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort, a screen on Garland. Here's SGA. And there it is for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points.
We've talked so much about Gilgeous-Alexander's athleticism. This is the reason why, on display.
Cleveland again missing. Thunder leading by 11. Dort, right side. Pass to Holmgren. From downtown. Donovan Mitchell with a board. Cleveland has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And coming off a major injury, Chet Holmgren was unbelievable in his first full season, Brent.
Doesn't it feel like, B.A., he poured the concrete and a solid foundation for what his career is going to be all about? I mean, a terrific big with skill, size, toughness. The sky is the limit for this guy.
Yeah, Mitchell can get this mid-range look lined up. He's a very skilled shooter.
Oh, leaving no doubt on the break. Mitchell.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Green is checked in. These are his first free throws of the game.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
And money from the stripe. SGA could close his eyes and knock that down. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up.
And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
The play is under video review. First, 2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Let's see what you got.
Jerome's checked in for Cleveland.
Coming onto the floor for your Cavaliers.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. The Thunder with another miss. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Jerome passes to Mitchell. Fires the three. Counted from distance. Jerome's got 5.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
To the paint. Ooh, stolen by Allen.
What you love about Mitchell, he plays with energy, explosiveness, and courage.
This is his second trip to the line in the game. That free throw misses.
Donovan Mitchell taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. Thunder leading by 5. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And no good. Nice D from Allen. Cleveland has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. And it's Mitchell, the miss. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein a screen. Down low. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Well, involving guys with your eyes and seeing plays like this, that's a beautiful play by Gilgeous-Alexander.
From deep, Strus. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 8 now.
2 minutes.
Look at Shea playing big inside.
Gilgeous-Alexander creative and tricky on that play.
Now an update on Evan Mobley from Allie LaForce. What'd you find out, Allie?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Cavaliers provided some information. He said they're concerned this is a serious injury and it's going to keep him out of the rotation.
All right, Allie, thank you. Sadly, that's not the news fans were hoping for, guys.
Definitely not. Seems like he's got a long, tough road ahead of him.
Yeah, and this makes it particularly rough for this team. Other teammates now are going to have to step up, and it seems like it's going to be an extended period of time, so not easy to do.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. For the Thunder, Jang, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Wallace in for Dort. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
It's his first trip to the line. A different look for Cleveland. Mobley comes in for Allen, and Okoro is subbed in for Strus. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Joe's checked in for Jang. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Let's find out the news on Darius Garland. Allie, what's the update?
Hey, guys. Cleveland's head athletic trainer gave me an update. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound good at all. He's likely going to be out for a while.
All right, that's good intel. We've definitely been thinking of him, and now we have some more clarity, guys.
Yeah, they now have all the information they need in order to determine the next steps.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
Caruso, the Thunder with another miss. The Cavaliers have gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Outside for Mitchell. Here's Jerome. No good with the triple.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Here's Caruso. Back to Joe. Second chance effort. It's not going to go for him. Well, the Cavaliers shooting a disappointing 38%. The 3 from Mitchell. Mitchell hits from the corner.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
And down it goes. This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Caruso outside.
Yes, sir!
Yes, sir!
He hit it! Great shot! Buzzer beating.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Alexander's got 10 points here in the second half.
And we're all too familiar with these kind of outbursts from SGA.
Garland, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 12. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Mitchell showing some muscle.
He's such a strong guy. Donovan Mitchell plays bigger than his listed 6'1" height.
Here's Wallace. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Now here's Mitchell. The D's right on him. And Mitchell with the slam.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that. I mean, Mitchell finds airspace and fills it.
To the middle. Oh, they pick off the pass. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. And here's Caruso outside. Kept alive. Wiggins passes to Wallace. Second chance shot. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Garland for 3. Williams grabs the board.
It's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Wiggins outside. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Williams a screen on Mitchell. 6 to shoot. And it's Shea hitting the 3.
Love the focus here from SGA at the arc. He hates to waste those opportunities.
Garland for 3. He shot that time, not on target.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Great movement in the pick and roll. Gilgeous-Alexander so decisive in that kind of set.
Garland, the pass to Mitchell. The 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Garland's got 5 assists in the game.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Hunter. A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Williams is checked in for Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, B.A.
Thanks for that, Allie. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's the 3. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Williams with it. Guarded now by Okoro. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Plenty of space. And he can't bank that one in.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
A nice shot by Mitchell.
Defensively, you know Mitchell wants to get to the rim. You play it that way, then he pulls the string on you.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Inside. Here's Holmgren. Big Chet throwing it down.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Thunder.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates.
Oh, yes, sir! Oh, my!
Throw that one up top. What a play.
Sometimes it looks like for Garland, the game comes a bit easy, whether making plays for himself or others.
And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his 3rd foul of the game. There's 37 seconds left in the 4th. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second team foul.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second.
Taking 2 shots.
Yeah, and many believe Holmgren must add muscle over time to his wiry frame. We'll see if he focuses on doing just that.
Here's Mitchell. Hartenstein pulls it in.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up by 9.
Taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. And that one's good. Mitchell. Here's Dort. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
Knocked away. Holmgren, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that's an intentional foul.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8.
At the line for 2.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 9-point game here. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
His 15th foul. Shooting for Oklahoma City, Isaiah Hartenstein.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And the second of 2 is good. And that'll push the lead to double digits.
He might not have made them all, but he made enough to put this one out of reach.
And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to.
Kind of a lopsided matchup tonight in some regards, but everyone loves an underdog.
Yeah, let's not forget, this is the NBA. Anything can happen, and even lower-ranked teams are elite. We could still have a real contest on our hands tonight.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Draymond Green is out there with Butler. And it's Post in at the 5, roaming the paint. Curry gets the bucket.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
It's Poole with the drive, and the layup falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And it's Butler missing. Here's Coulibaly. He's defended by Podziemski. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Stars' shot is off. It didn't take long for Podziemski to establish himself as an elite charge taker.
The funny thing about the game of basketball is that some things can't be taught. Pods clearly has the it factor when it comes for the timing that it takes to draw charges. He can steal a few possessions for you every single game.
Here's Poole following the basket by Stephen Curry. Poole, whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Poole's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And it's Butler with the jam.
Using his strength and athleticism, plays like this from Butler just motivates his team.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Chatted with Brian Keith. We talked about a lot of things, including how to try and slow down Steph Curry. He said it's the usual stuff. You can't go under screens. You have to contest without fouling. You have to recognize him. Will put the ball.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's check.
Third team foul. Substitution for the Warriors. Number 4.
Now, where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Good double-checking, and the game continues on.
And the Warriors making a change here. Jackson Davis is checked in. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Off target from outside. Wizards trail by 3. Here's Poole. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight. The Warriors have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Curry outside. And Sarr pulls it down. Wizards have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Pass to Coulibaly. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
It really helps their team so much with Middleton's passing with effectiveness. And it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
Inside, here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Curry with the 3. It's the three-point bomb. Curry's got 8.
This is why you got to be right up on Curry, because he's a dangerous threat off the dribble.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Pass to Podziemski. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Just an unselfish play from Curry, always ready to move the ball and his body to help an open shooter.
Here's Coulibaly. Back to Poole. Shoots over Curry, and the rejection by Curry. Puts up a deep 3. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got 5 rebounds tonight. Sarr sets the screen for Middleton. Pass to Poole. It's deflected. Curry finds Podziemski. Trying to find Jackson Davis and gets it to him.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Poole with no one around. The Wizards with another miss. Warriors leading by 3. Curry outside. Nailed from three-point land. 11 points in the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And here's Poole for 3. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
The shot by Curry, no good. Wizards have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Again, the miss by Poole. We've seen them struggle on the half-court offense.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much, whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half-court. You got to do it as a unit.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We come back right after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
Richaun Holmes out there with George. Then it's Corey Kispert. Then there's Smart, and it's Carrington in at the two-guard spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards.
And Smart's initiative, that's my favorite part, Nick. He is amazing at making things happen on the drive. Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
To the inside, here's Carrington.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
The shot's good. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
When it comes to the league's most physical defenders, Richard, look no further than Marcus Smart.
Yeah, he's someone that has no problem sacrificing his body. Whether that's taking charges or diving after loose balls, he is relentless.
Jackson Davis can't get it to go. Smart with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. Outside, Smart. Pass to Carrington. The tray. Green with the rebound. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. Hield from outside. Good, and Butler gets the assist. And the Warriors lead by 2.
What a gifted shooter. Hield is especially dangerous from the corner.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Washington making some changes. Champagne's checked in. Hayes subbed in for George. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. Day against Butler. Pass to Carrington. Hands it from downtown. Carrington's got 5 points so far.
And this has just been back and forth all game.
Here's Green, and that one drops.
And one thing about Draymond, he almost invites contact.
Washington has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Bay with it. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Stars check in for the Wizards. Chris Middleton comes in for Saddiq Bey.
Substitution for your Wizards. Chris Middleton.
Kuminga against Middleton. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Butler's got his 4th rebound in this one. Three-pointer. Butler draining the 3.
And he's had his ups and downs from distance, but Jimmy Bucket's always aggressive, looking to score.
Outside, Smart. Here's Kispert. Here's Sarr. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Smart goes in. That's his 2nd shot and his 2nd basket. He's 2 for 2. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. I think we have a beautiful game.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Kispert. Curry against Smart. Curry gets the bucket.
This is what Curry does best. He is so creative at getting into rhythm and staying hot.
Here's Middleton. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
It's Curry outside. Rebound by Kispert.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for a job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Moses Moody, he's checked in for Golden State. Podziemski's coming in for Buddy Hield.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
Well, over the years, the Warriors have had some historic tax bills.
Yeah, and for the most part, it's been well worth it because it's led to championships and they generate a ton of income. But now, with this tax repeater penalties, you can see why they've tried to cut costs, and every team in the league has followed.
Here's Podziemski. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists in the game.
Oh, nice pass by Butler. He can be tricky to defend because he can take the shot or give it up just as easily.
Middleton. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Butler finds Curry over Koulibaly. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Curry's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors. Here's Poole. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And here is Curry. He's got 20 from deep three-point land. Stephen Curry, what a shooter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Warriors ahead, up by 10. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Steve. A good rhythm.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, in the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Green, and it's Post in at the center position.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
They double in with Middleton. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
So it's the Warriors now. Here's Post. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. Wizards trail by 10. From 12 feet out. To the left wing. Here's Sarr. And a miss there on the triple. The Warriors shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Outside for Curry. Puts it up. Rebound, Washington. On the wing, Coulibaly. Cool, no good.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
And there's the foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. Pass to Sarr. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Sarr's got it back down to single digits for the Wizards. Here's Green. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Richard, when it comes to Draymond Green, we know about his defense. But what does he give you offensively?
I think it starts with his passing. Not many big men can do what he does the way he does it. And especially effective when he's hitting the 3-ball, stretching the floor, allowing for more space for his shooting.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Coulibaly. He's defended by Podziemski. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket for Middleton.
And if you're trying to get the most out of Middleton offensively, put him in catch-and-shoot situations. The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
It's Curry outside. Rebounded by the Wizards. Sarr's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And here's Poole for 3. The shot misses. Warriors leading by 10. Here's Curry, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. RJ, with how well Curry continues to play, I'm not sure his 3-point record will ever be broken.
It's going to be tough to do. But even if it does, I think Steph will still be regarded as the best shooter we have ever seen, simply because how he changed the game.
And the Warriors making a change here. Payton's checked in. Here's George. Banked in off the glass. George has got 6.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Podziemski's shot is good.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Always giving max effort on the glass, taking everything they'll give him.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Fields checked in for Brandon Podziemski. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract lengths. Commissioner Silver says we used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, and in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. The Wizards with another miss. Warriors leading by 14. Here's Butler. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And the sheer muscle from Butler. I mean, a solid finisher even when he gets hit.
Moody's checked in for Golden State. And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow.
Looney's checked in for Butler. Washington with the ball, trailing by 17. To halt the run, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Curry's shot is good.
The better shooter you are, the quicker you become. Curry makes it so hard to guard him in these little moments. He slips past the defense.
The three from Poole sinks the triple. Poole's got 5 points in the quarter.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
And good that time. And the Warriors lead by 16.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Near the three-point line, it's Poole, and it's Looney with the rebound. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. Pass to Hield with the shot. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Hield's got 5 points so far.
Nice timing on the pass from Green, finding the open guy with ease.
Poole finds Bey. Sarr sets the screen for Bey. Nice open look, but it's no good. Warriors leading by 18. Pulls up, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Third team foul. Substitution for your Wizards. Anthony Gill.
On defense, the Warriors. Here's Gill. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Here's Curry. Rebound by the Wizards. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Smart, wide open, he fires. Good on the triple. 7 points in the game.
Just such a quick release there by Marcus Smart. You love to see that just catch, touch, and release.
Here's Curry with the three. He's off on that one. Outside, Smart. 3 seconds left. Drives to the hoop. And slam dunk by Smart.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
It could go. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And that timeout. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Corey Kispert is out there with Bey. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Champagnie in its center. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Butler with the ball, out-guarded by Smart. Fires top of the key. Butler, no good. Wizards trail by 11. Smart passes to Bey. Tries again. Green with the block.
More of a positional defender. That time, Green sends it back.
Oh, no, stopping Butler that time. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
Washington has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Should we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade?
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Warriors leading by 12. Butler from outside. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
And that jump shot of Butler is really smooth. He just rises up comfortably there and makes it look excellent. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The first one falls. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Wizards. The Warriors also with a sub. Stephen Curry's checked in for Moses Moody. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Marcus Smart is the pulse of the team. He plays with passion and does whatever his team needs from him.
Shoots a fader, and that one drops for him. Butler's got 20 points.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And when it comes off the hands of a shooter like Middleton, there's just something so pretty and fluid about the pull-up.
Shoots. Curry's shot is off. Wizards trail by 12. They double him with Butler. In the corner, Middleton with it. Pass to Carrington. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Butler deciding where to go with it. Over Middleton. They get it back. Butler with the ball. Over Middleton. And Butler gets it to go. 22 points for him.
And continuing to add to his offense over time, Butler excels at breaking down the defense.
That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Bay. It's Curry outside. The rebound by Carrington. Washington's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Gets it down to single digits. Bay's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Washington. Up top, Curry. He's defended by Bay. Washington's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 4 assists in the game.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
It's one thing to get close, but do they have enough left in the tank to take the lead? We'll have to see.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He told them it's all about maintaining the lead. He told them he knows it's easy to get comfortable when you're in this position, but that they need to keep the pressure on. Guys?
Thanks, David. And a deep three from Curry. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunchen.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Both free throws, good from Poole.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Golden State moving the ball around. In corner, Butler connects from three-point range. Butler's got 25 points in the game.
And Butler, no stranger to these pressure situations. A big-time gamer who knows how to take over on key possessions.
Sar gets the bucket.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, It's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Curry outside. Curry buries the three-shot.
Fearless. Curry takes on the challenge and gets that big basket to fall.
Here's Poole. Podziemski grabs the board. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Curry getting it done inside.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And I like his belief in his game. Go at the taller defender, make him react to you.
To the paint, here's George.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Coulibaly. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Jordan Poole. First personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
I'm not going to lie, that's big, making all of those, giving them a little bit more breathing room.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. .27 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Outside, George. Pass to Poole. Fires from deep. Podziemski grabs the board. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Podziemski.
And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 7-point lead. 16 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And here's George for 3. Warriors with the rebound. Curry outside. The shot, no good. So we see the Warriors get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And, Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Thank you, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in.